Look at that storm rolling in.
Whoa, 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 no more pulling.
It's sketchy.
It is. There's a lot of honeycomb up here.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Welcome to our channel. I'm Kathy, and that's my husband Rich and I in front of our concrete dome home here in the Adirondacks of New York State. We are living 100% off-grid and DIY contracting and building what will eventually be a super energy efficient home. It will be covered with dirt in the future, but for now, we are still working hard to finish the waterproofing. We are going into our second week using the manlift. Last week we were dealing with rain nearly every day, and we came up with a tedious process to prevent the membrane clay backing from getting wet. This week's forecast shows sun, so we were looking forward to getting the top of the dome waterproofed, but little did we know we would be forced to learn the limitations of the manlift and dealing with some interesting challenges regarding the membrane. No manlift now. Look at that storm rolling in. Oh boy. Wind, ugh. Yep. Another day of rain. It is a beautiful day today. We woke up this morning, it was 50 degrees. We were looking at what we put on the dome and looking at what we have left as far as rolls go, and we realized there was a discrepancy. We had paid the company for 47 rolls, but our bill of lading was only 41 rolls. And we didn't realize it last year when the delivery came because we looked at the bill of lading and we counted 41 rolls and we just assumed it was right. So they're currently working on getting us 6 more rolls right now. She's going up in the lift alone, and I'm going to stay on the ground. We're going to work our way up the parapet wall on this side. Tough day. That's all we got done, but it was really hard trying to figure out how to do the curve on the parapet wall. We have help coming tonight, and we're hoping to get at least one 21-footer over the dome, and then we'll see where that gets us. All right, Rich is gonna go in the pit. He's gonna try to secure the ladder like this one is, for safety.
All right, that should stay.
Okay.
Pulling! Oh, it's heavy. This was the first time in the pit since the retaining walls were completed. The pit is confined by concrete walls 12 to 20 feet high. It's about 7 feet at its widest point. There's absolutely no breeze, and you can barely hear anything from the outside. We have to climb a ladder up and over the entryway and then down into the pit, and that can be very challenging.
Keep going. All right, whoa, 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 no more pulling. Let me have some slack.
Okay. Except I'm tangled in it. Got it. Just while you're on the top of it, it's sketchy.
It is, because it does this.
Yeah. Safety harnesses to go high.
Has my extension on the boom, am I at the limit?
Rich quickly learned that the maximum reach of the manlift at the top of the dome wasn't quite enough to reach the center.
Feel good about stepping out there?
This made it necessary for them to step out of the cart, making the harnesses even more important than we thought.
Releasing.
Okay.
I don't know if you could see, it didn't lay flat. It kind of wrinkled itself.
Yeah, but it's very long. You got a big overlap here.
Overhang this thing. All right, so now we're going to go ahead.
All right, so yesterday was actually the day we were able to get one full piece going up and over the top of the dome, and we did not tape the sides because it didn't rain, and it looks fine. We were worried about moisture getting under it, but I think it is going to be good. And today we're going to take a look around at some of the honeycomb stuff that's going on and possibly spread a little caulk in those little crevices so it's nice and smooth. So there's the spot that we want to look at today. I'm going to try and smooth some of that over. Just like I could definitely fill that up with some caulk. So that's what we're going to try and do. You know, there's some areas that are at least a 1/4 inch. So that's what they say, 1/4 inch honeycombs need to be filled. So let's see what we could do to smear some of this stuff. This caulk. There's a lot of honeycomb up here. This is not the clay tight adhesive that they gave us with the kit, because if you've been watching any of the videos, you know that stuff got ruined when it froze. So this is a it's like a construction flashing adhesive. It's super good stuff, super expensive. So I think it will do the job. It's just a matter of keeping it so you don't have any real big divots. So this stuff can lay nice and flat.
Yeah. Definitely got a big overlap. It looks good. First coat done. Rich is cutting off that eye hook we had shotcreted into the dome, that metal eye hook. So he's grinding it off with an angle grinder and trying to smooth it out and cover it up and seal it up so it's not a hole into the dome. Right. Hindsight?
Yeah, it seemed like a good idea at the time, Kath. One of those things, right?
Definitely got in the way a lot. Rich had to go to the top of the dome alone today because they exceeded the weight limit. The lift only holds 500 pounds, and with 2 men and a full roll of membrane, it was just too much. So they had to develop a new method. Rich would take the membrane up alone and get it out of the cart, and then he would go down and get Jeff, and they'd both go up together to finish the job. Yes, it takes a little more time, but it works.
There she goes. A little bit off.
Little bit. more of an overhang needed on this side. I feel like this roll was not as long as the other rolls. I'm gonna make the piece for the chimney. This is what we used to form it way in the early days when we were doing the rebar and stuff. And I don't know why we saved it, except I thought it was pretty cool.
So what do you figure?
But it's gonna come in handy now. Material on the back of it, and it doesn't cut through very easily. So the chimney gets triple sealed. Okay.
We'll tape
Dang it. Just finishing up the side and then they're done for today. Chimney took a long time. Challenging. So we discovered the hard way that the rolls are not consistent lengths. That's not knocking the company or anything, but it does make our job
a little harder. So these rolls are anywhere from 22 feet 6 inches to 21 feet 8 inches so far. So when we got up there, we figured for 22 feet and we didn't have it, and that's why we had to put pieces in, which wastes more time, tape, nails, and all the good times.
Yeah, it just makes it a little slower.
We got to find another one like it.
Yeah, and we want the long ones for the top. So what they're doing is they're rolling it half and half, so when we get the rolls up to the top, they just kind of lay it out and push it down each side, and it works out good.
Yeah.
As long as the rolls are the right size.
We're prepping a couple right there. You can see that one's going to be a 21/8. We're going to use that one for the utility room wall.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cut to it. Only have 26 more rolls to go.
Countdown is on. We only have the lift for a few more days. 3 different rolls, 3 different sizes so far. What do you have? You're writing them on it? 22.3, 21.8. What's this one?
21.10.
Wow. Well, then that makes sense that Sue and I measured 22 exactly on one of them.
I'll teach you to assume. I'm going to turn it. Just about 68 pounds.
Yeah, it's not even 75. So that's 74.7. That's 73.4.
I got it.
Taking so much time to figure out the right lengths.
Learn something new every day.
We really do.
About 21.10.
What? 82.8
pounds.
All right, I'm gonna go up. All right.
All right. Honey, that looks super sketchy.
Flex is a lot more.
Oh my God. right on, right?
Yeah, keep going.
All right, let her rip. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 rolls left. And 6 coming tomorrow. That's 21 more rolls to go. Wow. That's a lot. Out of 47 total. Despite the limitations of the manlift as far as height, reach, and capacity, and despite the variability in the sizes of the membrane, we are happy that the top of the main dome, including the chimney, is finally waterproof. Yes, it's a slow process, but it is getting done, and every day is a day closer to being covered and warm this winter. Thanks so much for joining us, and remember, we're creating a simpler life in the Adirondacks, but simple doesn't mean easy. See you in the next video. It's either raining or it's scorching. The dark side of the dome. Gotta be done. I'm declaring myself safe from the pit. Fancy footwork with the boom. It's unbearable.
Do I look sweaty?
It's a beautiful day, but it is hot. Okay.